In this video, I will reveal Josephine Lee's shadow illusion. Here's a quick recap of what happened. Josephine steps into one half of the cylindrical structure, with her shadow clearly visible beneath the cover. As her shadow seems to drift into the other half, her body doesn't follow, giving the impression that she slips into the shadow realm. Both halves now appear completely empty. Moments later, her shadow merges into the second half, and when the cover is lifted, Josephine astonishingly reappears, as if she has materialized from her own shadow. So how did she do it? Here's the secret. If you inspect the center section, you won't find any hidden doors or passageways that could allow her to cross over, and even if she tried to move through the middle, she would have been instantly visible due to how thin that area is, completely ruling out any chance of hiding there. But if you watch the performance carefully, you'll notice that her assistant starts by holding a light behind her, which casts her shadow onto the paper. As her shadow appears to pass into the second half, the assistant quietly steps left across the stage, shifting the light just enough to make the shadows slide across. Then the light suddenly switches off. At the exact moment she seems to vanish, something unusual happens at the base of the structure's second section. When you zoom in, you can see a small bump and a clear gap where a flap has separated from the base. You can even spot a bit of movement under the platform that's supporting the structure. At this point, both halves look empty, and the base of the cylinder now shows two rectangular flaps. The method becomes clearer from here. The assistant's smooth control of the light source is what drives the illusion. When the light stays behind Josephine, her shadow hits the paper frame exactly where we expect. But as the assistant slowly shifts the light left, the shadow moves right, creating the visual effect of her slipping away into another space. When Josephine vanishes, the light behind her is switched off and the theater lights come on, hiding her real position that the shadow had previously been hinting at. During this brief darkness, she uses the opportunity to open the rectangular flap at the base and crawl into the empty space beneath the structure. While doing this, she bumps the second section of the base, which causes the visible protrusion. Once she is hidden inside the base, the paper frame is removed, revealing both sections completely empty, because she was never inside them anymore. Finally, the assistant, now standing at a different position, recreates the shadow's return movement, making it look like Josephine's shadow has come back before she steps out and reappears from the illusion. Behind this mask, only the truth remains till we meet again.